I feel like we're going to use our intro song here too.
It's good.
This is one of the intro songs that we picked. His name is Alex Smith, right? Is that true? Is that a true story? It's cool.
Alex something. Yeah.
This is one of our guys, if you ever use Audacity, one of the free songs right now. Say hi when you're here. Let us know. Begin the day. Let it cruise in this music, get us in the mood. On day, are we on 8? 7, 8.
8, I think.
Great. It's kind of nice, little intro music.
Yeah, it captivates me every time.
Yeah, I like this one.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Layla.
Hi, everyone. Let us know you're here if that moves you. Today we're on day 8 of Stand in Your Truth and Shine Your Light. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Yay! These are all recorded. We have a topic. Astrodice, that's so dope. And then also, what you call it? Meditation. We have those. Make it just a little quieter because I was like, I can't hear myself. I'm yelling.
Yeah. I was like, I can't hear you either. So I turned myself on mute because I was like, oh, maybe it's me.
No, it's just the music's really loud. We're going to give a couple minutes for those of you joining us for the first time. Thank you so much. We were, I'm so glad, Layla. Thank you. We were inspired by an adrenaline kick and some angels. And so here we are. And we are on day 8 of this. And so the premise is we'll start with an open meditation and just kind of get everybody centered. It's truly just channeled. I feel it's going to be pretty powerful meditation today because I just walked out of a beautiful and a session with beautiful activations and clearings, and that was pretty powerful. And there was like a lot of energy. And so that kind of followed me along here to help everyone else do some deep healing and really energetic stuff. So you're going to feel that in this meditation today. It will actually be mostly in soul language, just so I can get it all out as needed. Yeah. I'm excited. And so we'll start that in a couple minutes. And after that, we'll do the astrodice, which can be on the daily. You just want a little quick roll, see what's up, and recenter. And then, of course, if you'd like a full reading and or healing, we're accepting open donations, whatever you can do, whatever feels right, whatever's best. We know these times are weird, so we're just trying to be as accessible as possible, and make sure that you all know that we're here for the long run.
Yeah.
Killers take time, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone who says changing the world is so easy.
I know, right?
It is putting in all the work.
Yeah.
But it is easy when we all get together.
It's
I have
true.
noticed that the more of us that seem to gather in the same place at the same time, it really does make a huge difference to everything. Yeah. So
I agree. Yeah. So get in those circles in your local places. We're so open to travel and help with that. We've been helping start some. We're good catalysts, I've learned. We're good. We can make big vortexes and call everybody in.
And that is always a fun time. I love when you do that at expos. We'll go to an expo and she'll just like create a vortex and you get to watch the people that walk into it. Some like are completely repelled and they go the other way. And some are like, I don't know why, but I felt like I had to come talk to you guys. And we're like, hee hee hee.
Come hang out with us. Yeah. Oof. Okay. We just have about 30 more seconds. So if everybody wants to start getting settled in and say hello if you'd like, just let us know there. Hi, Meredith and Layla. Yeah, and it's really coming, guys. That's why we're doing this every day. We're creating a foundational momentum. Please feel free to, like, if you feel anyone's called to these meditations and everything, tag your friends, invite them to the groups. You can, we've got a lot of different places to go, and please connect with us. This is going to be big because the activation I just did was huge. So they're like, well, we'll just keep going. So Just know in this meditation that there's going to be a lot of change that's happening. So whatever you're open to, I'm already like, they didn't leave. They just kind of stepped back to give me a break so I could eat half a sweet potato, the other half of my sweet potato, and pour some coffee. So yeah, I know, get that portal open. This is all part of it. So this meditation is really about, let's get it out in English. Our brains know what to kind of, the intention is. The intention is calling in your family, your soul family, your truth in that way. Really allowing yourself to have deeper connections with others. And in some instances, you may be a way shower, and some you may be someone else might show you the way, and to ebb and flow in that. To really allow yourself to be you. And a lot of this meditation is really just allowing yourself to feel the love, right? To know and to allow yourself to kind of tune. Oh, okay. To really just tune into source. This is so funny. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. To tune into source and allow yourself to connect with your own creation story and what that is, which is why so much of it is going to be in soul language. And you can do this. Everybody can do this, right? You can do it through journeying, which is what like Jared and Kaylee are like super really great at. And I'm pretty sure Layla is a journeyer too. And then there's so many out there who do the drumming and stuff. This is just another way, kind of like a little guided meditation to allow yourself to connect. And really feel the love and the wholeness of that, because when you really connect with source, again, consciously, it's like every moment of joy and ecstasy that you've experienced in your life in one breath, right? And it's just, that's the constant, right? Because we are all made from love. We are all here to help create more joy and love in the world through what we go through these trials and tribulations and quests of fire. So this is really a moment we're going to take today to allow us to get into our space and to allow us to connect with our own creators and what our own creation story is. So I'm just laughing because Sammy and I were talking about this morning, and then they're like, well, just do it this way, right? It's always about giving options. So if you are a journeyer, this is a different way. And, I could definitely share the journey, the book with the audio book with the journeys in them, which is so great. It's done by Sandra Ingerman, who I just love so much, especially because she's such a rogue with the runes. It's my favorite. Yeah, we're feeling good. All right, everyone. If you just want to go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath and release. Just allowing yourself to settle into your vessel. And just notice what wants to be coming to the forefront. Is it your mind with a list, your heart with some anxiousness, perhaps your knee with a little crink? Just allowing your whole system to give voice. And with each inhale of breath, really listen and feel and sense. And as you release, send love and gratitude to whatever is giving voice at this time. Just kind of thanking them for having the courage and the bravery to speak up in this crazy and wild world. Perhaps even putting your hand on your heart or your belly or your knee, just holding that space and giving love to this beautiful vessel of yours that you co-created to come down here and experience this world, this adventure. As you're breathing, allow yourself to tune in to the base of your spine and your legs and your feet, and just notice how safe and secure they are. Perhaps once again, you're noticing those roots coming forth, really weaving themselves into the earth, knowing that you are grounded and you belong. We're Returning to your heart space, allow yourself to feel love. Perhaps it's a memory, a hand holding a good cup of coffee, love of a partner or child, one of our beautiful animals, our fur babies, perhaps a dear plant friend, maybe the kiss from the wind or the sun. And through each breath, allow yourself to fall deeper in that love. And as you do, set your intention that it's time to know your creation story. It's time to know where you came from. It's time to go home and find out. Allow yourself to begin that path, to be filled with light. Feel yourself rising higher and higher, and still knowing you're beautifully tethered to the earth. And this part of you is intentionally seeking and heading towards the beginning. Through the sky, through the clouds, through the stars. Back to home, back to oneness. And as we shift in soul to soul, allow this story of your creation to step forth and be told to you. Nia shotora iki hia narai. Nare ishi nia kosoto ori iki anahara. Dashi iakuro aya na ihi shiati. Kano oro aha narai. Doriana shati I kia sotororo. Marakara iasha natarai. Dahoro ohoya nahasha taraki. Dara o shiana turu u. Ora hahaya nahia haha. Hahaya no horo ho 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 haya hi. Hihia na hahaya ho. Hahaya na ia haha. Takutara haharaki. Haha na sotoro ho hoya na ia saraha. Yahia ho ho. Hototoro ya hahaya na ia na ya. Na ya oya mana haya hihi. Na ya o toro taraya. Naros oros is. Dakuro nakara ara shatri. Puro I kiana ara a. Noriashi kia zoro raraki. Narosha tarako shanaramiati. Noraraki aturo ishi aturo kora a. Maro oro iara iari I. Iaro oro ara ahaya na a. Iaro oro I iare I. Iaro oro. Era ar iaro oro. Moro ara I ara I. Shasi Nyasha Saraki Dana Arasha Sosora Araki Nyasha Tiato Haryasha Saraki Nyato Soria Shasi Nara Asha Tara Iasha. Breathe in. Allow your heart to fill fully with this knowledge and this knowing of love. Every piece of you was created with love. And you were there co-creating. Allow this light and this love to fill you up. To know it is always with you. And there's nothing you need to do. It simply is. The sky may darken. The sea may rise. But every storm passes and always returns home to light, to warmth, to wholeness. This is inside of you. This is yours. And it can never be taken away. Allow yourself to perhaps even tuck this away somewhere in you. A place you can know that you can go to at any time. Perhaps you let it rest in your belly or your heart. A gentle pulsing like your heartbeat. Or your breath in and out as gentle as the waves. You come from love. You are love. Allow yourself to fill up with this love, to spill out and over and underneath. Allow it to swirl, become a beautiful bubble of protection, acceptance of knowing. Allow yourself to remember where you came from. And to know no matter where you go, all paths lead to home. Breathe in. Hold that beautiful breath for as long as you can. You are home. You are home. You are home. Give yourself a moment to return fully and completely into your vessel. Begin to notice the sounds around you in full. Your body, maybe your tummy is grumbling. Moving those fingers and toes. Perhaps returning your hand to your heart, feeling your body. And when you're ready, open those beautiful eyes. Ta-da! Please feel free when you come back down fully, if you'd like to share in the comments, that would be so magnificent. There's no pressure though. You can always, if you ever want to share, you can always just tune in to either of us. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna wait another minute because I know that was pretty big. Well, it was big for me. I can't speak for you guys. How was it for you, Sammy?
I got a little tear in my eye, for sure. It was beautiful. Thank you so much for your beautiful gift and all the love that you always put into these meditations and that open channeling that you do. It's such a beautiful blessing to the world. Thank you so much. It was
Thanks
magnificent.
for holding the space. Mm-hmm. I know, Jessica, I feel like that train always shows up. It's a good sign. Okay, feel free to share if you want. If you're in the mood for a little dice throw, just type in astrodice, please. Just let us know if you donated, and we can get to that as well. I'm going to do a little stretch. Feel free to like shake sometimes just to get all that energy out. Yeah, Layla, new guide. I love that.
I got to go to a place where it was a little bit chilly, much darker, calmer, quieter, and predators and people lived together in harmony, almost like in a community. And my specific crew that I hung out with the most were like these wolf type creatures. And so I would just like run through the wilderness with them, and it was really, really beautiful and spectacular, and made me understand why I'm so obsessed with dogs in this life. Every single life I have, I'm like doing something with animals, except for like a couple of them that I remember. So
yeah.
That's
amazing. I love that.
I don't know if it was my origin story necessarily, but it felt very pure and very beautiful.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's so
Am I
interesting.
glitching to you too?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're blending all these timelines, so I'm just kind of waiting for it to all connect in. Okay, y'all.
Glitchy this morning.
Well, while Sammy's timelines are collapsing, does anyone want an astrodice? Has anyone donated? Just let us know if you don't. I feel like, let me check. I feel like, yes, somebody donated. Yay! Jessica, is this you? Looks like you. This feels like Jessica to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're moving through it. Holy cow. Big shift, big shift. I'll definitely do some work in your heart space too. This is my favorite. Guys, are you ready for this? My husband's calling right now.
What's he need? What's he want?
Hi, what do you need? Yeah, do that. Okay, bye. Yeah, Jessica. I'm gonna help with that, help release all that. It is this. So this is the turning point. You know, like once these you really connected with your soul's language and your soul, and like you connected with that, you tether yourself to yourself, right? Oh yeah, astrodice are cool. Watch out, it's gonna be so good. Um, and so what is happening now is there's just kind of a release. So everything that you've been holding through your entire life and past lives are coming up. And so something our very wise healer once said to me, because I'm like the type of person who needs to know, right? I've got Aquarian in my sun, like I gotta know. And she says sometimes you don't need to know to release. Sometimes it's not necessary to relive the trauma. Sometimes all you need to do is let it go. So really allow yourself to just keep, yeah. Oh, so we do tetherings. Let me talk about tetherings for a minute, because we call it's coined Tethering the Channel that Tina and I kind of co-created. And we are holding monthly ones. The next one is the Crown, I believe. Is it that true? In August. Yeah, because we've done the heart and the root. And so you can purchase those recordings too. We do collective. It's $45.45. That comes with the tethering itself. We do it live and it's recorded. And it also comes with the Channeled Soul Code by Nancy Taylor Mitchell, and then the Decode by Kaylee. And then in the fall, we'll be doing the private group ones. They're a little bit more intense. That's 10 weeks, and like you got to be ready for it. It'll change your life. But yeah, you really are like nice and tethered into your soul right now. So this is really, there's a lot of release coming up. And so there's a lot of shedding that's happening, right? So it's really time to simplify your life. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. Okay, here's what they're showing, right? Like the perception of your life and what is it, and kind of they really are like, ooh, look into sacred geometry, right? Like really get into that and kind of like working with that and be open to receive everything that's coming in. There are going to be a lot of new people coming in your life, but that also means there are going to be some people who are leaving, and that's okay. Not everyone's part of the whole storyline the whole time. Yeah, but it's time to pave that new path. I mean, that's what you're doing, right? Already. Yeah, and karmic relationships. So that's what they're saying. So it's forge, don't follow. And then karmic relationships. So maybe even tuning in to some of like just looking at a star and asking the star to really help you release some stuff that happened in other lives, in other galactic lives. But what I'm really hearing, like now he said, hi, honey. Thanks for calling.
You made a debut on the phone, Jared. It was so good to see you.
I think really now the time is to call in your Trinity, call in your anchoring. I call them my mountains. That's my Sammy and my Kaylee, who my original ones who came in and really stood next to me while I went through all of this stuff. And then I had all of these other beautiful circle queens come in and really hold me in a very gentle way. But basically, like Kaylee and Sammy had to like bust through. I mean, oh my gosh, Kaylee, I think, sat with me on the computer every day for like 5 hours every day for like almost a year. Sammy is like in my life in that way and had to come in and like came in and like helped with our family and did all that. So it's really about calling in that Trinity and allowing that in, and that Trinity starts to multiply, right? And because they didn't leave, I was more open to others who were really there for me, and I couldn't even see them because I was so terrified of true depth and true friendship and true sisterhood in that way. And I'm feeling that way for you because you got this the source star chakra, which just ties in so deeply to the meditation we just did. It's really about coming home into yourself and bringing source through you directly through your soul. And really just simplifying your life in that way. So I'm going to mute myself and do some work on your heart space while the beautiful Sammy continues that. Is that okay? I'm done.
All righty. So you've got the moon, which, it's hard for me to get it the right way on camera. There we go. The moon and Pisces. Ooh, no, wrong way. Opposite way. In the 12th house. The 12th house is also the Pisces ruled house. The 12th house represents closure and end of karmic relationships. So I'm basically going to parrot a lot about what Allison just said, which is essentially so the moon governs cycles. It governs your unconscious needs, your moods, your emotions, your instincts. All of these things are coming up to the forefront. And I can tell it's a really emotional time for you right now when I get a card like that. Also, you've got the King of Cups, which is a water sign, which is also has to do with one's emotions, intuition, balancing the heart and mind. So I feel, I think it makes complete sense that you're feeling really emotional right now, because just like Allison said, I also, with the Pisces in the 12th house, can tell that a lot of old karmic stuff from past lives are coming up to you right now. And so that is a lot to be hit with at once. But Ariane Hood, I think is how you say that name, basically is here to tell you have all the time you need to work this out. Time is on your side right now. It's okay to move through the big emotion. It's okay to feel really sad. Let yourself have the moment of grief. Let yourself actually truly go through it so you can close these old karmic doors and move on. You've also got calm your mind, which is so beautiful. So it's okay. Let yourself go through all the emotions so your mind and your heart can align. You can have a calm mind that's ready to move forward on its path. Something else the moon does is it reveals our unconscious truths, which are sometimes really, really hard to face. Because we kind of are able to distract ourselves and our ego for a long time and keep those things at bay. But when you have to deal with your unconscious mind is where it gets really deep and really tricky. So just be forgiving with yourself, be loving to yourself, and allow yourself to have these moments of strong feelings. Done.
I love that. Sammy gave me a really good, some really good advice once when I was like, I just couldn't really allow myself to move through the emotions that were happening. And she said, set a timer for 5 minutes and completely lose your shit. And then your brain goes, oh, I've got 5 minutes. Let me really do it. And then it gets everything out. And then when the 5 minutes is up, you're completely emptied and you're like, okay, I can go. And I'm hearing that that's like a really good way for women, because we change so much that we can step in and out of it. It's a little bit more difficult for men unless they had to be more intentional about it, because their steadiness is the same way. So I hope that helps you. There's new software information is available from my brother Machine. That's what just popped up.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I do need to just let it go sometimes. And the worst thing someone can say to me when I'm in that moment is like, it's okay. You're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's like, I just want to feel not okay for like 5 whole minutes. Can you just let me? Because I don't know. And not all women are like this, but most women, we hold our stuff down, right? Like we are usually the emotional rock. We can take it, lay it on us. We can do it. We can do anything. We can, we can run a household and go to work and do this, blah, 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 blah. Yes, I can be okay. It will be okay. But for 5 minutes, I just want to be a human being who has strong feelings and just lets it go. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think that that's valid.
Yeah. And that's why we're moving so much more into this new way of doing work and living and everything. And that's something that we're really passionate about, is to allow people. Yeah, it's about being okay with not being okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And to make that the norm again, right? Like, I mean, think about it, in the 50s, right? Especially in America. I can really only speak for America. But we had to like all have the same car, work the same jobs, make the same martinis, have the same house, same. And if you were out of that, then you were shunned, you know what I mean, for being different. So now we're kind of in the other side of the pendulum of that, and really just trying to like navigate the waters completely. And the thing is, like 100 years ago, we would do one thing this whole life. We live like 1,000 lives in one life with the amount of, we live longer too. We're not living to like 40, right? We're living to like 80, 90, 100, right? So we're having like so many lives, that's why we have a bunch of mates. And different types of all kinds of things happening because we complete so many more lives in one life. So yeah, really just be an allowance of that. But it is the word is simplify, right? And this has been my word too. It's about simplifying, getting quiet. Like for me, it's being in the bath and just kind of being like, okay, like what is really important to me, what matters. And Sammy and I have this exercise. You start each turn, and she says to me, okay, what are your 3 most important things right now that you really want to focus on? And I go, this is right now is family, learning, and friends. Like that, those are my 3, right? And in that learning, that's where my work is. That's why I've been like, we were so quiet for so long and haven't really been online and all this stuff and really doing all the prepping. Because for me to be able to come out and learn and know everything and to be able to do what I do, I like to have a lot of knowledge so I can help people find all their stuff. Like I have like a whole page of like links for books, and I read a lot, right? Because that's just how I learn in that way. And now we're watching a lot of videos. And so yeah, the 3 things idea. If you guys really want practical steps on how to help your life, sit with Sammy at literally like for an hour and she'll help you. That's part of like her virtual assistant work. I mean, it's really like having this person come in, this Pentacat come in, and she does. I was like, really, it took a lot of guts for me to be like, hi, I'm not okay. Like, I'm okay, but I'm like, so like, there's just so much. I have my hands in everything and whatever. And then I had to work through being okay with letting things go and letting people go and like working through that. And she stood with me that whole time and held space for me while I like went through this like massive shedding, right? And really started to be okay. And now, and she didn't do that with just me either. Like in our storyline together, she physically had to come step into my family's life and tutor my teenager to help him, which in turn like just breathed this whole restructuring of our family and just stood there while we all like came out. I'm like, hi, help me now. Hi, help me now. And she was like, okay, but now we have a date night. Now we have a daughter date night, right? Now I have a time where I spend when my kids know and all of that. And as beautiful it is to be in the flow, right? I needed someone else to help me and say, you got to make boundaries and you got to hold your word to that. There's sometimes where flow is toxic because when you're always in flow, you don't really care about anybody else. You're not really thinking outside of that. And that's not somebody who I am. Yeah. So start with, if you guys really want, like, if you're like, I'm ready for this, and like, it's okay to ask for help and we all come with different gifts. Right. And so but that's why we're here today. And that's why, in my personal opinion, that the new earth is going to happen is because there's all these people around us working together, sharing their gifts, the way Sammy shares hers, the way I share mine, the way Kaylee and Lorna, and you know what I mean? And we all have these gifts together, and the Tabbies and the Tinas, and you know what I mean? And like we all come together in our own way. And so, yeah. I kind of went on a rant. Sorry, guys. I'm not really sorry, but thanks for allowing me to express myself fully. But you can do it. Yeah. It's okay to help.
Yep. It's like what, $33 an hour or something, and I'll just sit down with you and we'll think of like a general schedule, and then we'll talk about your top 3 priorities and make plans for those. And yeah, it's so great. And then you leave going, holy cow, that's a whole big change. But no, but I mean, it's different for everybody. Like Allison's is like very like her schedule is like she has 7 things to choose from this hour kind of deal, whereas my schedule's like I do the same thing every week. I am a robot.
Yeah. But that works, Hi, everyone. I hope that helps, Jessica, and thanks everyone for get at it.
All right. Astrodice for Stephanie.
Sonic the Hedgehog. I love everything in that picture.
That is fantastic. Uranus and Pisces in the 6th house of Virgo. So whew. You're on a journey right now. Let's see. Okay, let me put all the pieces together. This might take me a second.
Feels big. Yes, gospodarsk. Sishiki anaskaros.
It's almost like you're learning. So Virgo's very like systematic, very like analytical, very like same. And then Uranus is like very like, blah, like out of nowhere, unpredictable, a little bit rebellious, right? Whereas Virgo's like, I follow the rules. It's almost like your your subconscious mind is having an argument right now. You can blend those two things. You can be like chaotic structure. That's what Allison does. And it works beautifully for her, and it makes her notice things that someone who's just structure like me could never notice. So if you're feeling like there's an internal fight between like, ooh, I should really be getting my day-to-day stuff done and I should really be making, don't ever try to change yourself to be someone else, because it's not going to work for you long term, right? Pisces talks about that dreamy, intuitive, they're that kind of sign, right? Where they live in a Disney movie essentially all the time. So you can get to Disney movie by allowing yourself to merge both feelings inside of yourself. It's okay to step into one sometimes and step in the other times. They don't always have to have an argument. Sometimes they can work together and you can have structured chaos, essentially.
You can. I live that life. It's great.
Yeah. It's funny because you're in tropical, aren't you like a Virgo moon and an Aquarius sun? So you are those two signs together.
Yeah.
And it works beautifully for you.
And the side reel, I moved to a Leo sun or a Leo moon, Leo sun. I just mysteriously was now born in the summer, guys. That's what happened.
It's funny. That's what we were just talking about, is Allison's flow, and then you rolled like her exact same situation that's always going on inside of her brain.
Yeah, so. It's because otherwise you may take too much on, and because you want to help everyone, right? But there is a part where that structure is so needed to ensure that there's stability, and that's like showing up on time. For me, my biggest struggle is like getting the technology to work so I can get the emails out on time so people can get their stuff. And like literally I've worked with the most beautiful people who are just patiently waiting. So because they're like, yep, she's structured chaos, and sometimes you just have to wait a little bit. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but the things you produce when you have both minds that you're able to step into are so much deeper than those of us who just live in the one mindset. So it's really a gift, even though it probably feels like you're fighting with yourself constantly.
I'm sending you so much love, friend. I feel you.
You're like, I know this path.
I know. Yeah. Thanks, Stephanie. So we're just hanging out. We hang out for about an hour or so, unless it gets to be a party and other people join in. And you're welcome to just like that, just with the astrodice. So if that's something you're feeling, there's that. Of course, we do the deeper stuff too. It's been so beautiful here lately. I like every day I go outside, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like Colorado energy. It's crazy to me. And it's been raining a little bit too. It's not supposed to rain today. Yay, have fun at work.
Great day, Jessica.
We'll see you later. How are the dogs?
Good, calm. Yeah, I had a moment. I had an emotional, like, lost my ever-loving mind. My dogs have been barking for like the past 5 days constantly, and it's just been one of those weeks where I've mostly been home all week. I'm normally like out and about and doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, they were like barking, and I was just like, enough! Like I just lost it.
Yeah, that's what happens sometimes.
But I think they're just feeling it like all the rest of us are feeling it, right? It's just it's a time of like challenge and struggle and figuring it out and being pushed, and they can feel it too. Dogs are super in tune with energy.
Yep. You want to go next? Yeah, do it. Do it. Astrodice time. Muggy there too.
I'm trying to. All right, Danielle.
Dice it up, dice it up.
Ooh. Leo and the moon in the 6th house of Virgo. Leo and the moon. This is like a really good time for you to develop habits. Habits specifically that help feed your identity. So habits that are specifically designed to, essentially what I'm saying is, I don't think the structure of like, wake up, meditate, eat a good breakfast, those are great things if they do work for you, but making sure that you do something every day that feeds a part of you. That's the Leo part, right? Leo likes itself to be fed. It's all about its own identity, its own ego. It really stands in its own power, and that's what allows it to be so strong and to help its pride around it. So be like a Leo in a way, with some sort of habitual thing you do every day. Feed yourself every morning or every night with something that's unique to you and makes you feel loved. And sorry, I was frozen. I didn't know if you could hear me. And know that you deserve that, and that it's helping fill your cup plus some, so you can give that surplus to others instead of pulling from your own reserves, essentially. Did that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Love that.
Hopefully that helps, Danielle.
I feel a lot of pressure in your eyes too, Danielle. So there's like a lot of sight stuff that's coming once you're through this little bit. A lot of precog stuff. I've been feeling that. I've noticed a lot of precogs coming online.
Mm-hmm. We need them right now.
I sound like Tom Cruise in Minority Report. The precogs. It's not like that. I guess it could be like that. We could live that life. That'd be terrifying, though. On the what ifs. What if they pick the wrong timeline? Sometimes they do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take my daily astrodice.
You'd like a roll?
I like a roll.
Uranus and Virgo in the 2nd house. Did I say it right?
However you want to say it. I just like to tease you. I just have a slight obsession with Ross Ben. It's fine. That's how he says it. I love it. I think it's sexy. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, Uranus. And I just love it.
It sounds like that guy who does the eye drop commercials. Clear eyes. To me. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember those commercials?
Yeah, I do.
What is his name? He's crazy famous. I should know his name. I don't know any celebrities though. Okay, so yeah, Taurus and Virgo. You have to be the rock in the storm.
Yep.
Today. Unfortunately, this is about you standing your ground. And holding steady while the chaos happens around you, unfortunately.
So every day. It's a regular day today. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like you're going to be called on to be like the really, really, like this, not really the soothsayer. What word am I looking for? Like the guide, everyone's guide. It's like you've just gone through all the chaos and been up and down, and now you have to be the one that's like, I have just done this.
Yeah.
Let me assist you. Which, yeah, you're right. You're always on the cutting edge, right? You're an Aquarius. Aquarians are always like, I've done this 1,000,000 times, or I had this idea. And then like 2 seconds later, the universe presents that idea to the rest of us.
Yeah.
Just always one step ahead of us, Aquarians.
Yeah, Danielle Ritual. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, more precog. Yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, you're gonna like I saw that timeline flash by, that precog. It's gonna be really important later. Why now? Because I guess time is now. Anybody else want to? I love the astrodice. I get it daily. Roll me. I mean, I'll pull a card too if you'd prefer a card. You don't have to get astrodice. I just love it. Everyone's like, "What the hell's astrodice?" So cool. Because it's a planet, a sign,
and a house.
and a house. It's very astrological. Layla.
Libra and Pluto in the 6th house of Virgo. Lots of Virgo energy today.
Yeah.
My. Virgo. As long as you keep working hard, whatever this dream is that you've got going on is coming into balance and harmony with others. There's going to be some sort of, it feels like some sort of like partnership with the Libra there. There's going to be some type of person that comes in and gives you this like beautiful advice to help you on your path. So keep your ears open for something really interesting today.
I heard Kaylee Marie Hopkins.
She's always giving good advice.
I know.
That's just kind of what she does.
She's incredible. And in the sound of silence. Do, 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 do. Keep us posted, Layla. What's going on in our lives?
In our lives?
Podcasting. What else are we doing? Oh, we're going to an expo soon, right?
Say it again?
We're going to an expo soon.
Yeah, we've got expos coming up. We've got a couple of trips coming up. One to Vegas and one to possibly New York.
New York.
New York.
Healing them sacred waters. Making it rain. Making it rain.
Yeah, lots of water work lately. It's been
I'm going to order some of those Orgonite pucks too. I just have my Auntie Mar. She's a Libra. There it is.
Perfect. Auntie's going to have some wisdom for you. That's exciting.
Yeah,
the podcast is like my life now. I love it. I'm like, I don't even care if people want to listen to us talk. I just want to do this every week.
Apparently we have a microphone somewhere in the house.
Oh, really?
With the little Jimmy Circle-y John that makes the P's and the T's and the S's not so sharp.
I see. Yeah. Hopefully that'll help because it does hurt my ears sometimes. I was actually listening. You know how we were talking about the other day how we always go.
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast where somebody was doing that all the way through, and I was like, "Oh, it hurts! It hurts my ears." I was like, "Why am I so adverse to this? Like, why does it make me so every time I hear the click?"
Is it like that?
Well, it's just a lot of people go. So what I was saying was, I don't. I think it's too close to ASMR, which, as we know, I do not like. So,
thanks, guys, for joining today. We're gonna wrap up. We're hitting up. We have time for one more dice roll. Should anyone feel called to that? I think we might do a late night live. Are you gonna be up later?
We're doing a 6:30 p.m. live. I know that.
We are?
Well, yeah, that's what was discussed in the...
Oh, you guys are. I'm not going to be part of that.
Yeah. I can do a late night live with you, too. That's fine. I've got nothing going on. It's Friday night. I can just hang out all night.
Work. Like a nighttime meditation, morning meditation for the... That's when all our New Zealand and Australian friends are up.
Yeah, as I say, seeing the New Zealand and Australian humans.
Checking out.
Great.
Just going through my emotions about being sad, missing a 6:30 Friday night party, man. That's so amazing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really happening or not, but I'm hoping so.
It's in the river
Yeah.
of possibilities.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Layla. All right. I feel good.
I feel good. Yeah.
It was nice to see everyone. I feel like we have a crew every day that we get to chill with now. It's really fun.
Nice. It's so great. Yeah, ebb and flow. Things are changing. Stay connected. Stay close. Go back in time. Do these meditations if you need it. If I ever get out, I'm gonna start in my other world when I actually get rid of some stuff. I'll be able to download these and then I can clip them out and just have them. That's what I should do.
Oh, the meditations?
Mm-hmm.
I thought about that. I thought about going back and just snipping all of your meditations and uploading them to YouTube.
Any of these are saved though in the downloads because I'm a hoarder of videos.
I think you can get them. Can't you download them from Facebook though?
I don't know. Can you? You're the millennial.
I think you can.
Millennial, activate.
Beep boop.
That's a cat millennial. Beep boop booty bop boop boop.
I will talk to the computers about your problem. I am a human.
Ending the broadcast.
Later
Later tonight.
on that note.
Ending.